new paint products and things from Party City that I wasn't even aware that they had. I had a lot of fun shopping there this year to get all these things and saw that they got a lot of new products, especially in their makeup line. Fake lashes, fake nails, things like that. I was thoroughly impressed. Lots of really great lashes for all the makeup lovers out there. I'm not doing my whole face. I wanted to do kind of a remix to a clown look, not just the whole white clown face. So I'm going just below my cheeks, almost making like a little mask. If it gets messy, it's all good. We do whatever we want here. If you want to have a grunge look, go for it. I support that message. Whatever gets the job done. Going through, just covering the face. We're going to do a little bit on the chin. Ooh, I am uneven, so we're going to go down just a little bit further. Let's not forget the nose. And up to the eyes. You don't have to worry about getting too close up there because we're going to go in with some black in a little bit. Oh, I didn't mention, you guys probably saw my brows were like a little bit white in the beginning. I had already covered my brows before we got started just because that usually takes me like an extra 15 minutes. So if you want to learn how to cover your brows, quick YouTube search on covering your brows, on erasing your eyebrows. Very fun to learn. Also very fun to see what you look like without eyebrows. Newsflash, you're going to look weird. We all look weird. Eyebrows are the real MVP of the face. So just something to keep in mind. I'm also going to go in with just a little bit of the paint and put some white there, just above the cupid's bow and across the top of the lip, just to kind of tie this look together. Next, I'm going to go in. I got a bunch of their cream paints, as well as they got these like new jumbo crowns. Also, I was a kid in a candy store, like literally grabbing everything. So I'm going to go in with some of their cream paint in blue. And what we're going to do is create like this little half circle shape for the eye. And I'll do the same thing on the other side as well. And we'll just fill that in. Excited still for Halloween, even though we're dealing with like, it's a different kind of Halloween. A lot of us are just going to be staying home and staying safe. But I feel like this is the time for all of us to get even more creative. Like, if you can't go out and do your usual thing and you're not going out trick-or-treating, like, how can you still make this a spooky season to remember? So I'm loving the fact that it's forcing everybody to be super creative and figuring out how to make things fun, which is kind of, you know, something I've always done growing up. You know, use whatever you got and make it fun. So I'm curious to know what you guys are going to be doing this year. Are you going to be doing like movies or snacks and things? I've seen some of the other live streams that Party City has had, and some great people showing you how to like make some nice DIY things for your house. I know there was a guy that did like cocktails and things like that, so I think that'll be really fun. My advice is to just go on Pinterest. Like, there's so many things that are there. Like, I'm thinking, since it's on a Saturday, of doing just like a bunch of like scary movies, but probably having a bunch of snacks and things that are themed. I love themed things. You can always like put red things on stuff to make them bloody. Pin show you all of these things that you didn't know that you probably have ingredients for, but that you can make them into spooky snacks. Some of the other things I saw are people like throwing their own like house parties. I think that's awesome. Like, just turn up the tunes. Next, I'm going to go in with some of the green cream paint. We're just going to make a little line here. Again, this is just what I decided to do today. You do whatever feels right to you. I'm doing this to kind of mirror the look that I did last year. But if you want to go in and do polka dots, you want to do stars, you want to do hearts, I'm all for it. Whatever makes you happy. Look at that. We're already looking like a clown here. Yeah, if you're doing like a house party, like everything behind me, I got all of that from Party City. My eyes are starting to tear up already. I got all of that from Party City. That's literally a bag of balloons and one streamer. That's it. And you have this photo ready backdrop. I'm going in now with some of the black cream paint, and we're just going to go around the eyes. And this doesn't have to be super neat. I love with clown looks how you can just do kind of whatever you want. So this doesn't have to be neat. If you're a stickler for being neat, go for it. But it doesn't have to be. I'm just going in really quick so I can really show you guys what you can turn out in a half an hour if you wanted to do something like this and you're kind of in a rush. And I also like clowns that are a little bit more grungy looking, just because, let's be realistic on, if a clown has makeup on and they're entertaining people all day long, the makeup's going to start to run. It's not going to be perfect, so we're just going to go in and kind of grunge up the outside as well. Just going to add a little bit more white here. And I'll do the other eye as well. What are you guys going to be for Halloween? I've been seeing so many cool like outfits online, especially like the full like family themed costumes, which I think are awesome when the whole family gets in on it. And like I've seen like Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. I've seen a family be like all the Power Rangers and Ninja Turtles, which speaks to my inner child, something serious. So I'm really curious on what you guys are planning on doing this year. I know a lot of the costumes are like themed on a lot of the shows we're all watching, because all we're doing is watching shows since we're trapped in our houses. So I know there's a lot of like Tiger King, and I've seen some for Midsummer, which is a scary movie for those that don't know. It and things like that. So what are you guys gonna do? Are you buying an outfit? Are you gonna make stuff? I love a DIY queen. So I'd love to hear what you guys are coming up with. And if you need some help or need some ideas on what you can do, drop by. I love talking Halloween and costumes. We got all the black around our eyes. I'm also going to go in with one of their pencils. I'm just going to add some pink stuff here. And actually, I'm going to rub it on my hand a little bit. Usually if you rub it on your hand, you're going to warm up the product. Usually with crayons, it's like a wax, so it's a bit more tough, but once you rub it on your hand and you warm it up, it's a little bit easier to come off. And I'm just turning the crayon in circles just to add some extra design to it. It's taking off a little bit of my white paint, but you know what? I don't mind. And we'll do the other side as well. That's the cool thing with clown makeup. It's like you can do whatever you want to do. There's no wrong answers here. And even if something looks like it's a wrong answer, you can easily go in and tweak it and make it work for you. We're going to go in and do a little bit of orange just below the eyes. Again, actually for this, I'm going to use their shimmer makeup palette. This was something I didn't know that they had before. It's a water activated face paint palette, so it's like a dry cake, and you add water to it to turn it into paint. And this is actually from Wuchi, which is a brand under Cinema Secrets. For those that don't know Cinema Secrets, so they do a lot of the special effects makeups and paints. I've been using them forever, so I was super excited to see that they teamed up and have their products at Party City now. Very cool. I'm going to go in with my paintbrush, and I'm just going to do some little lines down my face. Again, no wrong answer here, so however you want to do, however many lines, however long you want to make it, you do whatever makes you happy. And I will do the same on the other side. Keep wiping that brush off. Another thing that I saw, which I thought was super cute, because I know people with like kids, and the kids want to trick or treat. I've seen people that are doing like like I didn't even know this was a thing because it wasn't a thing when I was a kid, but apparently parents are like really cool these days, and they're doing like car setups basically where you like have a bunch of cars that are parked and they open the trunk and like decorate the trunk of the car, and they're gonna be trick-or-treating like out of the car, like kids can go by but like at a safe distance from them decorating the trunk of the car. I was like, that's the cutest thing. We never did that when I was in school. So there's so many different things you can do for fun for all ages. I'm going in now with one of their cream makeups again. This is going to be a purple, and we're just going to go in and make some little lines in between, just to give it a little more character. Again, whatever colors you want, however you want to do it. No wrong answers. All right, and actually for this blue, I'm going to add a little bit of glitter because that's always fun. I love a bit of glitter. Blue glitter cream palette they have. I had never seen it before. Super fun. Instead of having loose glitter, it's like a glitter that's packed in with like a cream. So it's a little bit easier to apply and you won't have to worry about it coming off. It's actually kind of blending in there. Let's see if I can scoop it out with a brush instead. Yeah, much better with a brush. So I'm just kind of rubbing across the top and just patting it on. It's not a massive amount of glitter. Like if you want full glitter eye, it's gonna be better if you get like a loose glitter. This is just to add a little sparkle on top of this. And I'll do the same on the other side. And maybe mix up some of the glitters as well. Alrighty. Now, lashes. Important. Always. You want to add a little bit more drama, you can get some cool lashes. I got their tinsel eyelashes, which they have. They come in like all colors, so you can really get creative with these. They're actually self-adhesive. I was already playing with them because I was curious, like, what do they mean self-adhesive? So it's not self-adhesive right now because I've already used it. So I'm going to be applying some glue to it. But basically, it's like a little adhesive strip that's on the lash line of the fake lash, and you peel off the little sticker and just pop it on. And the fact that I was playing with it already and sticking and unsticking, it's not very sticky anymore. So I'm going in with just some lash glue. And Party City also has lash glue. Like, that's how you know. They weren't playing when they were like, we're going to step up our makeup game. They said, we're going to have fancy press-on nails. We're going to have super cute eyelashes, lash glue, liquid eyeliner. I was like, okay, I see you, Party City. I see what you're doing. Come in for all of our purses. Because I was definitely in there for over an hour just staring at the wall of makeup products and all the things that I could get, and I had to stay focused and only shop for this look. So my glue has dried a little bit. I'm going to grab a mirror, and don't be afraid of lashes. I know it's a bit intimidating, especially if you're not used to applying lashes, but it just takes some practice. I like to hold the mirror down. It's a little bit easier if I'm looking down and apply them. I don't even go all the way to the lash line all the time just because my lashes grow not in a straight line, so I can go a little higher and I honestly don't mind it. If I actually went in with a black eyeliner pencil, it wouldn't make that much of a difference. And you could definitely go back after the fact, but just to make this something quick, we're not going to go in with the eyeliner. I'm also putting another pair on the lower lash line. That means you need 2 pairs of lashes, so I'm going to go in with the other pair and apply lashes on the top. And believe me, like, lashes are not the try it once and you got it. You're gonna have to try a few times until you get comfortable and know exactly how you need to place them on your eyes. So don't get discouraged if you get some lashes and you're not able to figure it out on the very first try, because I used to buy Halloween lashes from Party City for years and years and years that never got used because I couldn't put them on right. Ooh, my eyes are getting red and teary, which happens to me sometimes when I'm applying makeup. The other thing you can always do to jazz up a costume are those like cool contact lenses. Oh, I'm gonna go in with that pink again also. And just try to put a little bit for a nose, and I'll go on top of that with a little powder as well. You can buy a fake nose. In the picture, if you go to my page to see the look, I actually cut out a little piece of glittered paper into a circle and glued it right to the tip of my nose. So like I said, you can make anything work for you to make a costume work. I'm also going to go in with a little bit of blush that I have around the house. Here, just put a little bit of powder here so that my blush goes on nicely. I'm going to go in and just add some rosy cheeks. Just to give a bit of dimension to the face. You don't necessarily have to use blush, but usually for my makeup looks, I kind of like having a rosy cheek. And I feel like this screams clown to me. Not super neat line on the bottom, but I can always go in with a paper towel and try to wipe and just clean up the edge a little bit. And I'll do the same on this side also. We're looking amazing. I'm gonna go in now with some of their red paint. We're just gonna do a big red lip. And paint on a little bit. Kind of rub our lips together. Speed up that process. Clowns, I like to do a larger lip so it's a constant smile, because that's what clowns are known for, right? Always smiling. So if you draw on a smile, even when you're not smiling, you're smiling. And that makes it even creepier, right? I'm always for a creepy clown. So I love the constantly smiling clown, especially if you're at an event or something. My favorite thing to do is, well, not now because we're not going to any parties now, but in previous years, if I went to a Halloween party, if I think I was dressed as it one year, and I like to photobomb people when they're taking pictures with their friends and just stand in the background and when they get home and they're like, let's look at all the pictures we took. I'm like, what is that? It's me. I'm gonna finish off this mouth. I'm very Joker's girlfriend. Now, you could just leave it like that, but I like to define it a bit more, so I'm going to go in with Party City's black liquid eyeliner. Hello. And I'm going to draw around the lips just to define it. And if it takes you a little bit longer to line it, don't worry. Used to using liquid liner, so I have a bit more of a steady hand. And you're just going around and tracing the shape. And if you make a mistake, just wipe it off and do it again. We can fix everything. And the other side. And then also, I like to go in. I make that a little thick, but you know what? We're gonna roll with it. I like to go in and go from like the crease of your mouth and draw a line so that it continues and it looks like your mouth is actually that big. That little spot I missed. And then I also like to go in and just do a little bit of black on the inner part. So then it just continues that line all the way across the mouth. Look at that. Oh, got a little splooch, but actually I like that. So I'm gonna make my same mistake on this side. And now it looks very intentional. Look at that. Now it gets a little creepier. As far as the face goes, we're pretty good here. I'm gonna add a little corner of the mouth to make it even more of a smile. And just a little bit of white on the lip to give it more of a cartoony look. I'll put a little up here too. Look at that. All right, face is done. What are we gonna do for costume? I'm always the person that wants to make accessories work for me, not the other way around. So I wanted a nice ruffly collar. Instead of making one, I bought a tutu. It's twofold because it's twofold. I can use this as the collar around the neck, and I'm going to do that now while I'm talking to you guys. Carefully over my face. Look at that. Look at her. So now I have my clown collar, but also I'm going to use this again and wear it as a tutu at some point because I'm a recycle costume queen. The other thing was they had these like Afro puff, rainbow Afro puffs online, and they had a picture of a little girl wearing them and she looked so cute, but I couldn't find them in my store and I knew if I ordered them I wouldn't get them in time. So what they did have was an adult clown wig. Not puffs, but just the wig. So what did I do? I bought two tutu. And I'm going to make my own puffs with these. So I kind of put a rubber band to make them a little bit smaller. Ooh, these ruffles are everywhere. And I probably want to take off my bandana. That would help, right? I mean, you could leave it. It could be a look. You serve whatever you want to serve. I'm gonna put this on one of my little poofy ponytails that I already have in. And I got a couple of bobby pins stuck in there, but I feel like I'm gonna need more because since this is an adult wig, it's quite large. Has a little bit of weight to it. Let's try to tear it down. And this isn't for the faint of heart, like this is a massiveness in this poof. Let me try to pin a little bit more here. And of course, if it's a poof, you gotta have the other one. So we're gonna go in on the other side and pin her down. And of course, it doesn't come out of the bag looking like this. Like, you know how wigs look when you take them out. You gotta fluff. That's the key to wigs. Like, you don't have to spend money on these super expensive wigs. You just take it out of the package and you got to style it. So out of the package it was a little flat, but I went through and kind of fluffed it up with my hands and Got a comb and fluffed it out even more. And once it was fluffed, I was like, yes, this is exactly what I was thinking about. Look at her. Look at her. She is ready to serve at the circus of the gods. This is it. This is your look. You're done. This was less than 30 minutes. We've done our whole face. We have hair. We have accessories. You can do this. I'm glad you guys stopped by. Thank you so much to Party City for letting me come hang out with you guys and just be a little weirdo. I enjoyed this. If you like what I'm doing, be sure to stop by my page. I'll have this look up with all the product details for those that weren't able to keep up with it. I'll also post a video so you can try this on your own. Thank you, thank you, thank you for coming and spending some time with me. You guys have a happy and safe Halloween, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one, guys. Thanks for coming. Bye. We're gonna pose. Pose it off.